Mr. Leon Pereira.
Over the past 3 years, TAFEP handled an average of 400 discrimination cases annually, including those arising from proactive checks by MOM on discriminatory hiring practices. In about 50 cases each year, the employers were found to be in breach of the tripartite guidelines on fair employment practices and had their work pass privileges suspended. About 60% of such cases involved nationality-based discrimination, and about 1/3 involved gender and age discrimination, split about equally between the two. The remaining cases involved other types of discrimination, such as race, marital status, or family responsibilities. Apart from suspending work pass privileges, MOM also issues warnings to employers for less severe breaches, such as lapses in the HR practices, which resulted in miscommunication and discrimination in the recruitment process. In these cases, TAFEP will step in and advise the employers on the required rectifications. MOM issued an average of 40 warnings annually. MOM takes a serious view of discrimination at the workplace. Over the past 3 years, there has not been a repeat offender.
Mr. Leon Pereira.
I thank the MOS for her answer. I think that was very helpful. Just a few supplementary questions. Firstly, would the government consider, publishing these statistics on an annual basis? Secondly, does the government regularly conduct a survey on perceptions of discrimination? I did actually ask this in the House in the last term, and my understanding is that such a survey is carried out occasionally, but could there be a regular cycle to understand within the job market, what are the perceptions of discrimination on the part of job seekers? And thirdly, could the MOS share, are there cases of companies from this group who have been found to engage in discriminatory practices, who have not been amenable to having to pressure by way of having their work passes, foreigner work passes, curtailed because they do not employ foreigners, and therefore they're not amenable to the warnings and the pressure from MOM based on the current toolkit? Thank you.
MOS Gan.
Well, I thank Honourable Member Mr. Leon Pereira for the supplementary questions. I'll take the 3 questions together. On whether MOM tracks perceptions of discrimination, we do track public perception of fair employment practices through regular opinion polls, and also we do more detailed surveys of employment practices over time. Notwithstanding progress made by employers over the years, MOM did observe an increase in the percentage of local job seekers who perceived discrimination during the job search process between 2014 and 2018. MOM will continue to conduct regular surveys so that we have a good pulse of public opinion on this matter. Whether there are companies who are not amenable to the warnings from MOM because they do not hire foreign workforce, for cases of discriminatory dismissals, as an example, the employer can be ordered by the Employment Claims Tribunal to compensate the employees. And in addition, if the firm is an employment agency, demerit points would be imposed. If sufficient demerit points are accumulated, their license could be suspended or revoked. And we also take companies to task for false declarations of fair hiring practices. And in the past, we have we have sought a legal action against such companies. On whether we will publish statistics regularly on companies in breach of fair hiring practices, we will consider such practice if we think that it helps in shaping the public opinion of the situation on the ground, as well as in shaping employers' behavior to correct their behavior towards fair employment practices.
Mr. Louis Ng.
Thank you, ma'am. I thank MOS for the reply. But could I ask whether we are going to review the penalties under this tripartite guidelines? Because it sort of makes sense. If you discriminate based on nationalities, we curtail your work pass privileges. But if you discriminate based on gender, on family responsibility, and the penalty is to curtail the work pass privileges, then it sort of doesn't make sense. I know MOS shared some of the other penalties earlier, but I'm just wondering whether overall we can review the penalty framework so that it's aligned with what the discrimination is about.
MOS Gan.
Well, we just reviewed the penalty framework in 2020, and we will continue to review it further if necessary. In fact, after we have reviewed the penalties, we did not see any repeat cases of discriminatory practices from companies that were found in breach. Thank you.